Hey, what's going on, everyone? Lamar here. Folks, watching a new show. This is the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So basically, it's part of the Avengers, or like the kind of spin-off of the Avengers. It kind of feels like Captain America's like side crew kind of thing, because yeah, it's just like they all evolve basically around like Captain America, but I don't want to call it the side crew or the B team. Like it just feels like it's not like the main group. It's just like the spin-offs of like these characters. So whatever. We'll see what this is about. So this is the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This episode is called New World Order. So it's season 1, episode 1, New World Order. I'll see what it's about. So I think it's enough of me talking. Cause I'm gonna rip into him for a bit, but that's good. Okay. Okay, so this is right after the movie then. Like right after. Yeah. Grab shield. Would you buy like a shield back though?
What does it feel?
Side note.
Like it's someone else's.
The criminal organization known as LAF is targeting Captain Vasant, one of our military liaisons.
LAF?
Yeah, they're high-powered. We lost contact with Vasant's plane just after he took off. We need you to make sure that LAF doesn't deliver on their threat.
You guys fly low, drop me off, I fly up to intercept. No treaties violated.
Sam, this has to be subtle.
Subtle. Got it. They've already hijacked the plane.
Tu as vu ça? Tu viens de voir un homme sur le pare-brise.
Louis, c'est moi qui te tuerai.
Okay, switching to plan B.
Je veux qu'il arrête de bouger. C'est comme un poisson, non? Peut-être qu'on les tripe tout de suite.
Red Wing, engage!
Oh, that's cool. Ooh, here we go. Oh, that's so cute. Bruh. What's up? I'm gonna fly. Gonna couple bullets in my back.
Captain Fasant, let's get you out of here.
Why are you taking time? Of course, you know, parachute made out these no weak got it. That fucking comes in.
up?
Wait, he got shot in his pack. Did he fly? God, he's got helicopters he's raided up. What is helicopter?
Oh shit! He's outnumbered.
Helicopters there.
Sam, we gotta fall back. We gotta call it off. We gotta find another way.
Woo! Oh, the blow is that off. Wow! How did he
Oh, bang, right there. See these guys? These are the guys you gotta worry about. They call themselves the flag smashers. Basically, they think that the world was better during the blip.
Every time something gets better for one group, it gets worse for another. If anything gets serious, you let me know.
I do gotta ask you though, cause like online, there's just been a lot of stuff about Steve. Actually, crazy conspiracy theories. Some people, they think that he's in the secret base on the moon, looking down over us.
I can assure you, those people, you don't have to take seriously.
But you didn't like fly him to the moon?
Nah. Check. Steve represented the best in all of us. Courageous, righteous, hopeful. The world has been forever changed. A few months ago, billions of people reappeared after 5 years away, sending the world into turmoil. We need new heroes, ones suited for the times we're in. Symbols are nothing without the women and men that give them meaning. And this thing, I don't know if there's ever been a greater symbol, but it's more about the man who propped it up, and he's gone. So today we honor Steve's legacy, but also we look to the future. Thank you, Captain America, for this belongs to you.
Thanks again for coming forward with the shield, Sam. It was the right decision.
It's Brody.
Take a walk. Looks like you're gonna make me ask. Why didn't you take up the mantle?
When Steve first told me about the shield, the first words I said were, feels like it belongs to someone else. That someone else is Steve.
The world's a crazy place right now. Allies are now enemies. Alliances are all torn apart. The world's broken. Everybody's just looking for somebody to fix it. It's a new day, brother.
Hey, it's Bucky. I was like, get out of here. God damn. Broke his spine. It's one of these he got like stabbed or shot. Like he like came up with his hand, just like smashed him. This thing. Choking someone with a metal hand.
Hail Hydra.
Let me get in the door. Let me get in the door. Let me get in the door.
Please. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything.
Oh, fuck. Okay, it's a dream. Wait, did he actually kill that guy? And then, like, he has these dreams of what he did?
So, Mr. Barnes, are you still having nightmares?
No.
We've been doing this long enough that I can tell when you're lying. With your history, the government needs to know that you're not gonna... It's a condition of your pardon. So, tell me about your most recent nightmare.
I didn't have a nightmare. Oh, come on, really? You're gonna do the notebook thing? It's passive aggressive.
You don't talk, I write.
Okay, I crossed the name off the list of my amends yesterday. I used all your 3 rules. Senator Atwood. She was a Hydra pawn for years. And after Hydra disbanded, she continued to abuse the power I gave her.
So, rule number 1, you can't do anything illegal.
What the hell?
That's fucking terrifying. Imagine like some of your car just like starts by
Nobody
itself.
gets hurt. It's a big one.
Then why isn't it rule number 1? I didn't hurt anybody.
And what about rule number 3?
Of course, I completed rule number 3.
I am no longer the Winter Soldier.
I am James Bucky Barnes,
And you're part of my efforts to make amends.
So you did it all right, but it
Oh my God.
didn't help with the nightmares.
well, like I said, I didn't have any.
Some people really do want to help you and that they can be trusted.
I trust people.
Yeah, give me your phone. You don't have 10 phone numbers on this thing, and you've been ignoring the texts from Sam. Look, you've got to nurture friendships. I am the only person you have called all week. That is so sad. You're alone. You're 100 years old. You have no history, no
Are
family.
you lashing out at me, Doc? Because that's really unprofessional. You know, I mean, when did that start? When did you start yelling at your clients? Oh, the Notebook, that's great. All right, give me a break. I'm trying, okay? This is new for me. I didn't have a moment to deal with anything, you know? I had a little calm in Wakanda. And other than that, I just went from one fight to another for 90 years.
So now that you've stopped fighting, what do you want?
Peace.
That is utter bullshit.
You're a terrible shrink.
I was an excellent soldier, so I saw a lot of dead bodies, and I know how that can shut you down. And if you are alone, that is the quietest, most personal hell. And James, it is very hard to escape. Look, I know that you have been through a lot, but you've got your mind back. You are being pardoned. I mean, these are good things. You're free.
To do what?
You guys didn't order the usual, huh? Feeling more adventurous?
You should ask her out. He would like to take you out on a date, maybe to bingo or a night of pinochle. Pinochle.
I'm really sorry about him.
Why are you sorry? I'm game.
Wow.
Tomorrow night then?
Tomorrow night's great. Just maybe not pinochle.
What's wrong with Pinnacle?
Yeah.
I have a shift, but if you want to come back here, I should be done around 10.
What's wrong?
私の息子、あれ、大福大好きだったの。He had a job with a consulting company. And he was working abroad, and he was killed. The police said, wrong place, wrong time, but I will never know what really happened to him. I felt it was strange. In here.
Did he kill his son?
You gotta marvel at it.
Now that the world is going back to normal, this thing's gotta go.
We grew up on this thing. It's not just mom and dad's name on it, Sarah. This thing is a part of our family.
You know the situation we're in. I'm doing everything I can to keep this business afloat. And every day I'm making 5 and spending 10.
So why won't you let me help?
No, don't start with that. We made a deal before Daddy died. You're out there. I do things my way here.
Right, but you tangled the house into this when you took those loans.
Don't, Sam. I just gotta deal with this.
All right.
Maybe it really is just time for us to move on.
Either way, just let me help. I'll set the appointment. I won't let you down. We can turn this shit around. Trust me.
To the rescue, huh?
Always. Well, let's get some dinner. I'm hungry.
Well, if that's not the most adorably old-fashioned thing anyone's ever done. Grab a seat. We'll be done in a few.
Okay.
So, have you dated much since half the fish in the sea came back?
Not really. I tried the whole online dating thing. It's pretty crazy. A lot of weird pictures.
What kind of weird?
I mean, tiger photos. I mean, half the time I don't even know what I'm looking at. It's a lot.
Sound like my dad.
Hmm.
Wait, how old are you?
106.
What's up with your gloves?
I have poor circulation.
I can see you're a prosthetic.
Let's play a game.
Yeah.
You like games?
Love
Keep a couple games around for boring shifts. We'll grab a couple beers.
What are you doing?
I'm reading your mind.
Please don't.
B8, sucker.
Hit.
Drink. Come on, drink.
Right, okay.
Wow, you really can drink.
Yeah, well.
Do you have any siblings?
I have a sister. I have 4.
Miss, drink. Are you close with your parents?
I was. They passed away. D5.
I'm sorry. Miss, I think it's really sweet you're spending time with Yori. It's been hard for him since his son died. I think not knowing how it happened is the hardest part for him. It really messed him up. You know how we call a guy whose wife died a widower? Or if your parents die, you're an orphan. No, there's no word for someone whose kids die, because it's like the worst thing that can happen.
Excuse me.
You good?
Yeah, because he must have killed his son.
Hey,
He's gonna
what are
tell
you
him?
doing here? How was the date?
Yeah, he killed his son.
It was good.
Like, how do you tell someone he killed his son?
There we go.
And you were
Get
like,
the place
mind
moving. Get
control.
some rice in there. Come on.
Oh, lined up perfectly. You always got to do the most, huh?
You know I don't play with these white folks. Look, I know you're worried, all right? But I did the research. I ran the numbers.
You really think this is going to work?
I know it would. And then we can renovate the kitchen. Now, you said you wanted to sell plates on the weekends, right? That's great. You can introduce some of Grandma's recipes and... Shh, we gotta go.
Wait, the appointment's in an hour.
There's no such thing as on time. You're either early or late. Pick one.
Okay, now you're really doing more than the most. All right, boys, I love you. Mr. Lou's going to watch over you, and no video games.
Love you. Bye. Yes, video games.
Was jetzt? Was sollen wir machen?
Holy distraction. Already saved.
Off the skills! And push the skills! Just hit for Austin! He's getting away!
Sorry. Hey, Susie go.
Push that!
So I don't know how jurisdiction works here, but I don't have to place you under arrest.
Damn! God damn! I mean, he's a super soldier, so he could like broke your face.
Sorry, I keep thinking, did you used to play for LSU? I mean, do I know you from somewhere?
I don't know, do you?
I do. Where?
Come on.
I knew it, Falcon.
Yeah.
Yes, man. Oh.
I didn't want to say anything, you know.
I always wanted to be an Avenger.
Oh, man. It's a dream come true, you know?
That's amazing.
Like keeping my family's business afloat by changing to a fishing and charter model.
You know what I've always wondered? How do you guys make a living?
You mean those guys or the guys sitting in front of you trying to get a loan?
Both. I mean, your financials are all over the place. Is there some kind of fund for heroes, or did Stark pay you when he was around? My condolences, by the way.
Thank you, but no, it doesn't really work like that. There's a tremendous amount of goodwill, and because of that, people are inclined to help, which applies to the business.
Right, but you couldn't have been living off of goodwill this whole time.
I don't get what you're going for here. Are you trying to help us or indict us?
You have no income over the last 5 years.
How can you have income if you don't exist?
Sarah, I've been gone, like several billion other people. But if you look at our plan, I have government contracts, so that's proof of earnings, and I know for a fact that we qualify for an SBA loan.
Under the old terms, sure, but these days, with everyone just showing up, well, things tightened up. Mr. Wilson, Mrs. Wilson.
Ms. I'm a widow.
Ms. Wilson, I know your family has banked with us for generations, but we cannot approve you. I'm truly sorry.
We're gonna get that loan. I don't care if I have to go to every bank in the city.
Sam, stop. You don't know what happened these last 5 years. I was alone with 2 babies, and I survived. I'm the one who kept that boat from sinking.
Yeah, well, half the boat's mine, and so is the house. We're not selling our family's legacy.
You gonna do me like that when you know I'm right?
Yep. So this is the leader of the Flag Smashers, huh?
Yeah, real nice guy.
I thought you were supposed to be monitoring them online.
I did, but you know, sometimes you gotta get your hands dirty, or a broken orbital.
You're lucky that's all you got. Anything else happen outside the video?
Nah, man, my face was in the dirt before I knew what was happening. Why? What are you thinking?
Nothing.
Wait, you don't think you could be a...
Look, I'll circle back to you. Let's keep this between me and you, okay?
All right.
Oh my God, Sam. You better look at this.
We need someone to inspire us again.
They're gonna give Cap Shield out?
Who can be a symbol for all of us. So, on behalf of the Department of Defense and our Commander-in-Chief, it is with great honor
No way they
that
can bring
we
another
announce
Cap.
here today that the United States of America has a new hero. Join me in welcoming
your new Captain America.
He's not Super Soldier? This guy. Well, that was episode 1, and it's really interesting to see this because this is after all the 5 years of them disappearing and them coming back. So Sam's trying to deal with like his family situation, giving Cap back his shield. Well, no, giving the Smithsonian his shield. Like he was getting convinced to give Cap's shield up. One, that was a bad move, and then they try to make another Captain America. I don't know who I don't know from the comics like who this Cap's supposed to be, but I don't know who the second Captain America is. So they'll probably like explain it later on. Maybe it's gonna like meet him like face to face, and they can have a conversation and see what's going on. But the old Cap was enhanced. He was very much enhanced. So I don't know how they're gonna do this guy because I don't know if he was enhanced or not, or if he's just a regular guy who just has a shield. So I don't know. But it's very, very, very interesting how this like developing into this story. It's learning about Sam trying to like save his family's like business and keep the house. He doesn't want like all this stuff to be gone. And meeting Sam's sister and like all the things that she had to deal with, like when Sam was gone to the Air Force, and she was still there. So, and just that loan, that guy who was like supposed to give him a loan from the bank, like it's one thing to deny someone a loan, but then you ask them for like selfies and you ask them for like things and favors, and like it's just weird. I don't know, but knowing that the world disappeared, and then you're not gonna give them the loan, and then ask them for a selfie favors, like something with the family, and you say hi and all that, like, come on, man, like, it's weird. It's very, very weird, but not surprising. Some people are like that. Then it's just compartmentalization, and that's all that is. And with Bucky basically coming to terms with what happened, him trying to deal with all the things, making amends for the crimes he used to commit, for Hydra, and like him being brainwashed. And like, it's really interesting because he is hanging out with I think it was the Nagos. I'm not gonna try to guess the name. I didn't see it that well, but I don't. To know that he killed that guy's son, and he has to make amends, so he basically has to tell him that he killed his son. Like, what would you say? Like, I mean, he was killed by a terrorist. He was killed by a soldier. He was in the wrong place, wrong time. What do you say? Like, what would you have to tell them? And how Bucky's just going through life and trying to connect with people, and it's gonna be weird. And especially now that the fact there's gonna be a new Cap. How is that gonna work? Like, gonna be interacting with Sam, and they're like, okay, I don't know how it's actually gonna work, because but it is really interesting. They do have like the real life stuff, and they have the superhero stuff, and it's that connection between like how do you like put all that stuff together and where you really go from there. But I'm loving the effects. I'm loving the action sequences. I'm loving the fight sequences. And they got a new terrorist, the guy with the black mask. He's got like a black mask and a hand, so I don't know what that's supposed to symbolize, but they're organized, and at least in that grouping, there's a bunch of people. They probably have a bunch of people just as a scapegoats for what they're doing, and then they have like probably the main group, which from what I can tell, at least 4 people so far. It's got the guy with the bag, the main super guy, and then like the 2 people who were running and I took the bag and took the money away. That's how I see it. But that person was really strong enough to kick someone like and launch them away. Didn't kill the soldier guy. So to learn like how is this gonna be like put together, it's gonna be really interesting because they're clearly enhanced in some way. I don't know if there's gonna be like relevant to maybe it's the same serum they used with Cap, but let's see. Let's just see how this world's gonna develop. It looks really cool. It looks really interesting. I can't wait to see how this like goes for the next bunch of episodes and where this goes off to. But yeah, as always, like, share, comment, subscribe, put the stuff all down below. And as always, I'll see you later. Take it easy.